There's something happening right now, something most people can't see yet. A shift so subtle, so profound, that by the time it becomes obvious to everyone else, you'll already be living in a different reality. And the fact that you're here, watching this video, at this exact moment, means you're positioned right at the edge of it. You're not here by accident. You're here because something inside you has been sensing the change, feeling the tremors before the earthquake, catching glimpses of what's coming before it fully arrives. Most people are still operating from the old blueprint, still playing by rules that are quietly becoming obsolete, still focused on yesterday's problems, chasing yesterday's solutions, building their lives on foundations already crumbling. But you've been feeling restless, haven't you? Like something fundamental is about to change. Like the world you knew is transforming into something new. And you can't quite put your finger on it. This isn't about some future prediction. It's not a philosophical theory. This is about right now. About the invisible transition already underway. A transition separating people into two categories. Those who see it coming and those who don't. Those who adapt and those who get left behind. Here's what I've discovered. We're not just experiencing change. We are living through the final moments before a complete recalibration of how life works. The old systems, the old ways of thinking, the old approaches to success, relationships, meaning, purpose, are becoming irrelevant at a speed that would shock most people if they were paying attention. But here's the thing about transitions. They don't announce themselves with fanfare. They happen quietly, gradually, and then all at once. Like water heating in a pot, most don't notice the rising temperature until suddenly everything is boiling and it's too late to adjust. The shift is already happening. And if you can see it, if you can feel it, if something deep inside you is nodding in recognition, then you are among the first to witness what's coming. Have you ever met someone who just feels different? They handle stress differently, make decisions differently, relate to problems differently. It's not an act. It's because they're already living in a different version of reality. They've crossed over into what's coming next, while most are still trapped in what's ending. And here's the truth. This shift isn't happening in boardrooms or in governments or in universities. It's happening inside consciousness, one person at a time. In quiet moments when people finally admit the old ways are no longer working. It happens when someone realizes the game everyone else is playing isn't the game they want anymore. It happens when people stop waiting for permission and start writing their own rules. The people who sense this shift, they start behaving differently, making decisions that don't make sense to others, prioritizing things that seem unimportant, walking away from opportunities that everyone else would kill for, because they can feel those opportunities belong to the old world, not the new one. This isn't just about circumstances. It's about the operating system of human consciousness upgrading. Like when your phone updates overnight, William, and suddenly everything looks different, works different, responds different. Except this isn't happening to technology. It's happening to people. Most are still running on the old system, wondering why nothing feels right anymore, why the strategies that used to work don't, why they feel disconnected. They're trying to run new software on old hardware. It just doesn't work. But those who opened themselves up, those who let go of old identities and beliefs, they created space for the upgrade to download automatically. And once it starts, everything changes. But here's the part no one tells you. When you see the shift before others, it feels lonely. Not because you're truly alone, but because most people around you can't see what you see. Your choices look strange. Your priorities seem confusing. People think you've lost your mind. That's the price of being early. But it doesn't last forever. When the shift becomes obvious, the ones who looked crazy become the pioneers. The question isn't if this shift is happening. It already is. The question is, will you recognize it early enough to position yourself ahead of it? Or will you resist until you have no choice but to adapt? Most people are clinging to the old system because it feels safe, because it's familiar, even if it's suffocating them. They keep trying to solve new problems with old solutions, like dialing a rotary phone in a world of smartphones, and wondering why no one picks up. But maybe you're different. Maybe you've been feeling something else. A strange excitement. A sense of standing at the edge of a cliff. Not because you want to jump, but because for the first time, you can finally see the entire landscape. That thrill, that disorientation, that's the shift. This is why timing matters. When you're early, you don't just adapt to the new reality. You shape it. You become an architect, not just a resident. But being early requires trust. Trusting your instincts before you can prove them. Moving even when others question you. This isn't happening someday. It's happening this decade, this year, these months. The acceleration has already begun. Look at how conversations are changing. Look at how old institutions are struggling to stay relevant. Look at how quickly fringe ideas become mainstream overnight. This acceleration is like a river current. If you fight it, you'll drown. But if you learn to ride it, you'll be propelled forward faster than you ever imagined. The people who thrive aren't always the strongest. They're not always the smartest. They're the ones who stay fluid, the ones who adapt, the ones who see opportunity in chaos. Because disruption always creates space for something new to emerge. Right now you have a choice. You can keep playing catch-up in a world that's already ending. Or you can step into a world that's just beginning. The window won't stay open forever. But while it's here, it gives you an advantage that looks like magic to everyone else. The truth is, this shift isn't just external. It's creating space for the shift that's been waiting to happen inside you. To finally become who you've always sensed you could be. To shed the old roles. To align with the truth you've carried inside all along. If these words resonate, if it feels more like remembering than learning, then you already know why you're here. You're here because you're part of the early wave. You're here because you're meant to help shape what comes next. The shift isn't waiting for you. It's moving with or without you. But you have something others don't. Awareness. And awareness is power. This is your moment. Not to wait, not to prepare, but to step into the reality that's already here. Because the people who will look back and say, "This was the moment everything changed," won't be the ones who waited for proof. They'll be the ones who trusted their instincts, who moved before they had permission. And now, so can you.